little demo of the AOOS Model Explorer. If you Google on AOOS Model Explorer, you end up on this page here, at least currently. But there's also, you'll probably see a link also for this page, and gives you a little overview here. But I usually just click there on the Explore data, and now you're in a sort of a, you can do a faceted search over here. You can type in something up here. I'm just going to type in, actually I'm going to click on salinity and pick something that looks interesting over here. You can see there's little icons that give you some idea of which each of these data sets are. And actually these look all the same here. It's because it's different. Some of these are different zoom levels of the same model. It's a three-way nested model, as you can see here if you read some of the metadata. Anyway, I'm just going to select this one here. And some of the things you can do are you can zoom in. I'm going to shift drag to zoom into some interesting place. And you can see what time you're at down here. You can scroll backwards to some other time to look at another time step. If you hover over a particular spot, you can see the latitude and longitude, and then the actual value pops up over there. And if you click a spot, actually you can click a spot, and you'll get a little time series window that pops up down here. It takes a little while because it's pulling those time series out of four-dimensional model output. So you get a little plot down here. You can actually, when you mouse over again, you can read the value, and you can also go here to download and download that data as a zip. You can blow this up and get a little better view here by popping into the window here, and then once you get it here, you can do things like examine certain time periods in a little bit more detail. You can, let's see what else. Right here you can look at the layer opacity, which is not super useful in this view. But one thing you can do is you can add this to the portal. So when I click this, you now see it says one layer here in the portal. So there it is in the portal. And now let's go back to the catalog and look for something else like sensors. And we see the result. I want a result here. Get a similar little view for the sensors. Now we get these. We get this view where if you're zoomed out, it shows you sort of the density of the sensors, and you can zoom in. Once you zoom in far enough, if you keep zooming in, you actually start to see the sensors themselves. When you hover over again, you get a little, you get the values at that sensor popping up. And again, if you click, you get a time series. You can also add this to the portal. And so now you see that says there's two layers in the portal. If you go back to the portal now, you'll see that you have those two layers. And again, we need to shift drag here to get into something we can see. And now you can see we have the salinity underneath the observations. And if we zoom in again, now we start to see again the observations integrated with the model output. So that's just a short little demo of some of the stuff you can do with the AOOS Model Explorer. And this is all, I should mention, this is all beta. This stuff is really moving quickly. You'd like to be able to change the color scales here. I understand that's coming soon. So look for updates in the near future. I think in June is the next release. Thanks.